plays down the last 4 minutes. I mean, that's what everybody looks for, who can make plays in the end, and I think we're getting some confidence. Keith's done a good job, but we got other guys too that are making some plays, and that is the name of the game, find a way to win.
In a way, I already felt like I was one of the leaders on this team, you know, because I'm the point guard, and point guard is usually the quarterback leader, however you want to put it. So I feel like the guys pretty much looked up to me. Some of the younger guys, you know, whenever they needed advice, they would come and talk to me. So I pretty much felt like I was already a leader or a captain on this team.
It just seemed like, in talking to the players and talking to Russell Bird, you know, he felt it would be a good idea for both our team and for Keith, but more for our team than Keith. And I think Keith's embraced it, and we'll see how he does with it, but he was excited about it.
No, our original captains was Derek and Russell, you know, so I kind of feel like those guys was doing a pretty good job, you know, so it really caught me by surprise, but at the same time, I was very excited.
Guys looked to him early on too, but now you have 3 captains and 3 different guys, 3 different personalities you can go talk to. So I mean, now guys don't have a reason to have a problem and feel like they don't have anybody they can talk to.
Keith, in my mind, has always, you know, been that, you know, the guy to look up to, especially being experienced as a guard.
He'll take you by the side and just kind of just calmly tell you what you need to do. And I mean, I think it just appeals to most of the players because I mean, he's an easy guy, easygoing guy, and I mean, I feel like he's really genuinely trying to help us.
He is my hardest worker. There's no question about that he practices as hard as anybody. But as I told him this summer, you know, that's only part of the equation, and I need him to be more, communicate better, and he's trying to do a better job of that, and I'm trying to help force feed it.
And Keith is definitely one of our go-to guys, and him being the point guard, he's definitely a leader of this team. He controls the offense, and he gets other guys going as well. So
whatever the guy that's involved with the most plays on each possession is critical, and Keith is involved in that. It's critical that he leads our team and directs our team.
Yeah, that's one of the things me and Coach talk about all the time. You know, the point guard is pretty much the quarterback out there on the floor, and you know, guys should be able to look to me and kind of pretty much figure out what needs to be done or what they should have to do. So you know, I just had to step up and fulfill those roles.
And you know, he just, you know, accepted the role of being a captain, and I think he should.
It just feels like he's more comfortable now. Before he felt like he could talk to you, but now you see there's a new confidence about him, and you can see that on the floor and off the floor.
You know, he's been a leader for us all season. I mean, now he's just finally a captain. He's done a great job of leading us through these 20 games we play, and he's going to continue to do a great job, and that's what he does, and that's why he became captain.
Definitely. I mean, Coach demands a lot out of all the players, but you know, to be a captain it's a little bit more, and it's a new situation. So you know, I just have to step up and be ready to, you know, do everything that's asked of me.
I think the difference in this year and last 2 years is he wants it now. Now it's just a matter of him feeling comfortable with it and everything, but I think he wants it, and I think he realizes the value of it now, you know, that it is needed. So those 2 things make it really good, and hopefully he'll just keep growing with it.
Yeah, he had a new confidence about him. There's a couple times he was hitting tougher shots and hitting the and ones, and I think it just helps him just knowing he has that much confidence and Coach backs him now.
So I've really gotten to see him grow a lot, and it's really kind of a cool thing because, you know, we always talk to each other, and we're pretty good friends too. So just to see him grow into kind of that mold that I think coaches want him to be is really something special.
I had to be the guy that speaks up and pretty much runs the show. I'm very excited I'm the captain. I had to, you know, be held accountable by my coaches and my teammates, and you know, like I said, I had to be consistent with my leadership. Coach, and there's always a tough place to play, so we just gotta get prepared.
Every week is a big week, and every game is a big game, and that's not a cliche coach speak. This time it's a fact of life.
It's gonna be a tough game, and definitely just shows you got to come every night. You got to be ready to play in the Big Ten. You can just see by different scores around the league. I mean, there's never gonna be a day off, and so we're just gonna have to be ready to play.
They don't turn the ball over. They're very solid. They defend the three very well.
I mean, they're in first place right now in the league, so I mean, we're trying to knock them off, and that's our ultimate goal is to get a ring.
These are games that, to me, turn boys into men. You know, if you don't go and perform in places like this, where you know it's hard to win, and that you never really change who you are. We had to do it tough and gritty. I mean, we could not fool anybody. We knew they weren't going to give us the game. We had to go earn the game.
The main thing, we kept doing was, we stayed aggressive. They were aggressive, we were more aggressive, and we just played hard to the end.
Came out a little sluggish, but BJ and Keith, they definitely led us. They was playing as hard as they could play, and they put us on their back.
Wisconsin's a tough place to play in, and the atmosphere was electrifying. Their crowd was into it, and last year, we kind of did the same thing. The main thing we did was we stayed together as a team, and we kept fighting to the end.
It takes a lot of focus and a lot of togetherness for everybody to go in there and try to get a win like that.
That's one of the things that we talked about in our team meeting last night. We knew that it was going to be a pretty hostile environment, so we just all wanted to stay together and play as hard as we could for 40 minutes.
When you shoot free throws and you make shots and they're down the last 4 minutes of the game, and you make plays down the last 4 minutes, I mean, that's what everybody looks for, who can make plays in the end, and I think we're getting some confidence.
He missed the rim, which means MSU gets it back. Finally gets into Appling. They don't get him. They don't foul him. Down court pass to Nix. And that's it, folks. It's over.
We just bonded together as a team, and our team chemistry and our team leadership took us to the top.
This is one of those gut-em-out games that Michigan State just seems to pull out this year, and they've done a great job.
Second half, but you see the difference in you. Unbelievable job. Unbelievable job. AP, good job.
Starting with BJ in the walkthrough.
It is starting with BJ in the walkthrough. That's just what I told him there. I said, all day, little growing up, little more togetherness. Every huddle, we're not losing. So proud of that. I like that better than the play. One, two, three.
The managers are here are unbelievable. They're probably the lifeblood of our program, and they're very undervalued and probably underappreciated.
When I first got involved, I didn't really know, how much work really it was going to take to be a manager, and it's pretty cool to see everything, behind the scenes, what the players do, what all the staff does.
You look down in the practice gym, you see the Final Four banners. You go down to the break and you see all those banners and all the retired numbers. Just basketball, at the peak. It's a great program, a great way to stay involved with the game for those of us who weren't, good enough to play the next level or whatever. So just being a part of something like this is basketball. It's Michigan State basketball, and that really says something.
Yeah, we are at times a water boy and a towel boy, but at the same time, there's unique experiences along the way, like a pickup game with our troops in Germany, or like getting to know these guys on a personal level. The job is so diverse. There's just so much to offer, and we benefit from it all.
Growing up as a huge fan, Michigan State and coaches, those teams are all about going to the Final Four. In my first year with the program, I was able to participate in one and just show that all the hard work pays off, and just to see it's the mecca of college basketball, the Final Four, and to be a part of it, it was just an unbelievable experience.
They work tireless hours, countless hours, and they are able to do so many different things, whether it's making food runs, helping out the players get the glass, but they're also very involved in the scouting, video, scouting reports. Sometimes they're typing up scouting reports. They're very involved in the process.
I think we have more of an involvement on the video side than most schools let their managers be involved in. We spend hours upon hours analyzing film and breaking it down for the coaches.
From being at practice, being at games, road trips, food, all that great stuff. It's a ton of work, but I think we all love it. I think we all agree with that, and I don't think any of us would trade it for anything.
The thing I like best about being a manager is the relationships you develop with the other managers. You spend a lot of time around each other, more time than you spend around anyone else in the world. So you really get close and form a strong bond.
And just be able to go to other college campuses and get to see some of these other schools and some of the atmospheres that you get to be a part of. You become kind of closer as a team when you're on the road, 'cause it's kind of like you against everybody else. And I just can't thank the people enough that I've traveled with this year. It's been unbelievable.
We love the managers, they are some of the hardest working people around here. A lot of their work goes unnoticed because everything that they do is pretty much behind the scenes. So, those guys are unbelievable. Their hard work around here is something that we cherish. And, each and every guy on this team has a special relationship with our manager.
It's just one of those things where it takes a great person to do it, but it also takes somebody that really cares about the program, and those guys care about the program for sure.
It's been pretty cool to get to know them too, and instead of, a lot of students just get to see them on TV, where we get to know them on a more personal level.
So it's just cool, we get to see kind of all sides of the basketball industry, especially at a great Division I program like Michigan State.
It's unbelievable. Like, the opportunities are endless once you start here. The connections that you build and coaches, the relationships that he has with other people and other organizations. Just can't say enough good things about it.
The managers here, they'll start here for 4 years, and then they'll find that passion that we all share in the business. They'll want to get in the business any way possible, whether it's an intern in the NBA or a graduate assistant at the college level.
It's a great way to get your foot in the door as far as coaching, aspirations, or front office stuff, scouting, anything like that, or even just marketing and stuff, which I'm also looking into, Nike, all that good stuff. That's a great way to get your foot in the door with all that.
As we develop relationships with other managers and people within the business, and going forward within basketball, it's always good to develop as many contacts as you can to help go to the next level.
These guys are amazing, and having already captured that work ethic, and I think you see that as a result, whether they go on to the NBA, stay in college sports, or pursue a career in the business world. They've proven time and again to be successful, no matter if they come from football, basketball, hockey. You see so much of it, but this core basketball guys we're very proud of.
And to be in the inside and have to be a part of it is awesome.
Once we went with Nike back in 2000, it kind of started to validate our program. I think that highly of them, and I just believe that they are the standard.
Well, I think there's 8 or 10 schools that Nike handpicked, from Dukes to Kentucky's and Michigan State to Ohio State, I believe, Texas, Gonzaga.
We've become one of their elite schools that gets to do things like this. When we go in an aircraft carrier, they make the uniform special for that. When we go to Germany, they do an incredible job on that with the shoes and the uniforms and the socks. They have just been, I don't even want to call them a partnership, it's been a friendship.
We have an opportunity to get engaged with them from an educational standpoint, an opportunity, Dave Pruder and Melinda and so many others with research on product that expands well beyond sports.
We do a great bit of apparel and footwear testing, and they do have a direct effect, the athletes do, on the shoes that they're on their feet.
Asking for feedback on the shoes and then changing them with the new shoes that they have coming out for the next years.
And that's some of the value that comes out of that Nike conversation is, how do you make the world a better place through research, through education, through a relationship that started basically branding not only the Nike swoosh, but strengthening the brand of Michigan State University.
The ability to have these special uniforms or these special events for our teams, it gives the fans something to be excited about. It gives the players hopefully an edge.
These special events are they're kind of what gets me going a little bit, and to see the creative juices of the Nike employees, what they come up with for Michigan State, and in all of our athletes is tremendous to see, from the camouflage jerseys to the special Road Warriors jersey that we're wearing against Indiana on Sunday. They realize and feel that it's so hard to win on the road in any league that in order to do that, you need to take a bit of your home court with you. So on the center of all the jerseys that these teams are wearing is their home court logo, right in the heart of the jersey.
It's not all about design or appearance for Nike. It's about performance, and it's that's a key whenever they develop anything new. They always talk about innovation and advancing the quality and the performance aspects of and whether it be the game jerseys or the shorts. People don't think about those things being tied into it.
Look, I think the other exciting part of it, when you go back to the research and development, is to look at what that product does from a competitive standpoint.
I mean, I feel like we're lighter on our feet, we're quicker, we can jump higher.
In the latest case, the sustainability, having uniforms that are actually the product of recycled plastic bottles, which you just shake your head when you see the strength of them, to understand that this is something new and innovative of creating a polyester product that comes from your old milk cans.
I wanted to wear them to practice today, but Porter he wasn't allowing that, so I'm really excited to put them on and show the rest of the world what they look like.
It just shows, what type of program we got. Michigan State is a high profile, program, and not everybody gets to wear these, so, it says something.
I mean, that's big. That's one of the reasons why you come here and came to Michigan State, is because we get to do stuff like that other teams don't get to do.
Realization of how much Nike values Michigan State and vice versa, how much we appreciate the partnership we have with them. From Kit Morris down to Eric Lodenbach at Nike, the head of college basketball. They do so much for our student athletes, and it's, we're really blessed to work with such great people.
I think I can speak for the whole team. I feel like we're all very appreciative for the things that they do for us.
I feel like it's very, very stylish. And
I'm not a superstitious guy, whether we win or lose. It's not because of that, but I think it's pretty awesome that we're in a position as a program. I think our players are lucky as players that we have somebody in Nike's caliber that wants us in their top stuff on a big game day, and I'm looking forward to it. It's just not like it used to be in past years, where at least you knew you had some games where if you didn't play real good, you still had a chance to win. I'm not sure that's the case anymore, The only way you don't play real good and win is if they don't play real good.
So, Indiana's a great team. In the Big Ten, it's kind of, you never know what's going to happen. Wisconsin just beat them at home. We just beat them. So we just have to go in there, play tough, and we know it's going to be a tough environment.
We're just going to prepare ourselves, as well as we have all year for Indiana. They're going to give us probably our best shot, and they're just such a great team. They have so many different dynamics to their game. They have a lot of great players, so I think we'll be ready for them.
You got to go in, watch this film, learn from it, and just come back, come out ready to play.
We stay poised, and we got to take away. Just keep coming together as a team towards the end of tight games, and got to keep pulling them off.
Yeah, we take a lot from this. We play hard. We stay together. No one, got down on anybody. We stay together. We play as a team.
We just got to take it as, don't dwell on it, really. I mean, let it hurt now, but bounce back and don't let it happen again. We don't want to feel this feeling again.
That's the main thing we just have to do. We've been, doing good on our turnovers, but this game we just had way too many.
They got a lot of easy baskets in transition, and say we take away some of those turnovers, I feel like the game goes a different way.
We've grown from a team from, playing here. Keith was out, he was in foul trouble. And we know if we had Keith back, Keith in the game, giving Trav a little bit rest, things could have been a little different.
We didn't do the little things. We got fatigued and we didn't call out the ball screens, or we didn't switch when we were supposed to. We didn't jam when we were supposed to. We didn't do the things we needed to do that were little things. But we did a lot of the big things, and we did a lot of great things, and we're just going to have to learn from them and try to grow and get better.
I don't think we played well as a whole, but I mean that makes it really hurt when you feel like you didn't play good, but you were still in the game.
We made a lot of mistakes. We had a lot of meltdowns. Definitely we had too many turnovers. That's what the coach been talking about the most. Just cut down on turnovers.
Definitely frustrating, but we fought, and as a coach, that's all you can ask for. And I just try my best to keep the guys in there and keep leading and keep into the flow of the game. And we did well. They just hit a couple more shots than we did.
We just gotta, we can't turn the ball over in environments like this.
I feel like a few possessions would have went our way down there in Sugar. I feel like we could have won. I mean, we played good without our captain and Keith, which kind of hurt us. I mean, we had most of the game without them. So, I mean, just gotta be proud of everybody in the way that they fought and stayed in the game.